The cost of poor quality. Hello everyone, and welcome to this lesson on the cost of poor quality. When many people hear the word quality, they think about inspection, testing, or checking products before they reach the customer. But in process improvement management, quality is much bigger than inspection. Quality is about whether a product, service, or process consistently meets customer expectations and organizational standards. Poor quality is not just a technical problem, it is a business problem. It is a financial problem. It is a customer experience problem. It is an employee morale problem. In some cases, it is also an ethical problem. Let us begin with a simple idea. Every defect costs something. A defect is any failure that prevents a product, service, or process from satisfying the customer. In a factory, a defect may be a broken part, an incorrect measurement, or a product that does not meet specification. In a service business, a defect may be a wrong order, a delayed appointment, an incorrect bill, a lost document, a rude interaction, or a customer being transferred 5 times without getting help. Defects create waste. They consume time, labor, materials, attention, and trust. In quality management, we often talk about the costs of quality. These costs help us understand where organizations spend money because of quality-related issues. There are 4 traditional categories: prevention costs, appraisal costs, internal failure costs, and external failure costs. We should also add ethical failure costs because organizations do not operate in a moral vacuum. First, prevention costs. Prevention costs are the costs an organization spends to prevent defects before they happen. These include training employees, designing better processes, maintaining equipment, improving supplier quality, creating standard operating procedures, using mistake-proofing tools, and investing in better systems. Prevention costs are usually the best kind of quality cost because they reduce the likelihood of problems. For example, if a hospital trains nurses on a new medication scanning system, that training is a prevention cost. If a company maintains its equipment so machines do not produce defective parts, that is a prevention cost. If a university develops clear grading rubrics to reduce confusion and inconsistency, that is also a prevention cost. The goal of prevention is simple: stop the problem before it enters the process. Second, appraisal costs. Appraisal costs are the cost of checking, inspecting, testing, auditing, or measuring quality. These costs help the organization determine whether the process is performing correctly. Examples include product inspections, quality audits, service reviews, compliance checks, software testing, customer satisfaction surveys, and performance monitoring. Appraisal is important, but appraisal does not necessarily prevent defects. It helps detect them. Think of a restaurant manager checking plates before they leave the kitchen. That may catch a mistake before the customer sees it, but the best solution is still to design a kitchen process that prevents the mistake in the first place. Third, internal failure costs. Internal failure costs occur when defects are found before the product or service reaches the customer. These costs include rework, scrap, correction, retesting, delays, wasted labor, wasted materials, and process disruption. For example, if a printing company discovers that a batch of brochures has the wrong color before shipping them, the company may need to reprint the entire batch. That is an internal failure cost. The customer may never know about the error, but the organization still pays for it. In a service setting, imagine an employee enters customer information incorrectly, and another employee must correct the record before the account is activated. The customer may not see the mistake, but the organization has lost time and productivity. Fourth, external failure costs. External failure costs occur when the customer receives the defective product or experiences the poor service. These are often the most damaging quality costs because they affect trust. Examples include refunds, warranties, recalls, lawsuits, complaints, negative reviews, customer churn, reputational damage, and lost future business. External failure costs can be severe. A defective product may lead to safety problems. A poor service experience may lead to a customer leaving permanently. A public failure may damage the brand for years. Now, let us add a fifth category: ethical failure costs. Ethical failure costs occur when an organization knowingly allows defective, unsafe, misleading, or harmful products, services, or decisions to reach stakeholders. This goes beyond error. It involves responsibility. For example, if a company knows a product may harm customers but hides the information, that is an ethical failure. If a financial institution knowingly misleads customers through confusing processes, that is an ethical failure. If a healthcare organization ignores process defects that put patients at risk, that is an ethical failure. Ethical failure costs can include legal penalties, public outrage, loss of leadership credibility, employee disengagement, and long-term reputational collapse. Here's the key lesson: poor quality becomes more expensive the longer it remains undetected. The cheapest quality cost is prevention. The next best is appraisal. Internal failure is more expensive because the organization has already wasted resources. External failure is even more expensive because the customer is affected. Ethical failure is the most dangerous because it damages trust and responsibility. Let us use a simple example. Imagine a bakery that produces wedding cakes. Prevention costs might include training bakers, maintaining ovens, using clear order forms, and confirming customer specifications. Appraisal costs might include checking the cake design before delivery. Internal failure costs occur if the bakery notices the cake has the wrong decoration before it leaves the shop and must fix it quickly. External failure costs occur if the cake arrives at the wedding with the wrong names on it. Ethical failure costs could occur if the bakery knows the cake is wrong, but delivers it anyway and refuses responsibility. The same logic applies in manufacturing, healthcare, education, logistics, banking, hospitality, and government. As process improvement managers, your task is not only to fix defects, your task is to understand where defects come from and redesign the process so that defects become less likely. A strong quality culture asks questions such as, where do errors occur most often? What causes rework? What complaints are repeated? Where do customers lose trust? Where are employees forced to correct preventable mistakes? What can we prevent rather than inspect? The ultimate goal is not just lower cost. The goal is better performance, greater customer value, stronger trust, and more ethical operations. So remember, quality is not free, but poor quality is far more expensive. Organizations either pay to prevent quality problems, or they pay much more to correct them later. That is why process improvement begins with quality thinking. That brings us to the end of today's lesson. If this video helped you understand process improvement more clearly, please take a moment to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who is learning operations management, business management, or process improvement. In the next lesson, we will continue building practical tools for improving quality, reducing waste, and strengthening organizational performance. Thank you for watching, and I will see you